What's up everyone and welcome to episode number 4 of building KASHYYYK. Yes, we're almost a month into this series already, I can't believe it. But yeah, we have another jam-packed episode for you and I have some pretty sick stuff to show you, including some awesome new minifigures and a load of progress on the mock, including some foliage and other cool things like that. But before we get into the episode, I have a really cool sponsorship message for you guys. We are now sponsored by FirestarToys. My new discount code is on screen right here and you can use that at checkout to get 10% off. I have a really cool package that I'm going to show you as we get into the video later on in the video, which is going to be a ton of awesome arms for my different stormtroopers and things like that, as well as a really integral and sick minifigure for this series. So if you want to see more about FirestarToys, check out the link in the description down below, and again, use my discount code at checkout for 10% off. They're a really great company. They have some incredible custom printed arms, as well as loads of different minifigures and pretty much most Lego pieces for different minifigures if you want to make any official figs as well. So definitely go check them out. But a bit more about them later in the video, but without further ado, roll the intro. So the first thing I'm going to show you this episode is a couple of packages right here. You can see I pulled these straight out of a Bricklink haul. So I'm going to pull these out and have a quick look at some of the best pieces that I got in this package. Okay, so you can see we've got a decent amount of pieces in here. We got a couple of these big grill pieces right here. I'm going to be trying to get a few more of these because they're super useful. We also got a few different pieces in dark bluish grey, as well as a Stormtrooper, which is going to be definitely used on the mock, a Tusken Raider for no apparent reason, and a couple of Wookiees over here. So that's pretty cool right there. We also got a couple of these big plates right here. These are going to be really good for building up that terrain. Really useful package right here. Some more dark green and different things for foliage, as well as some more dark bluish grey for different details in the walls and things like that. So all of this is going to be really useful for making some progress, but first I'm going to show you a quick package that just arrived with two more incredible figures for the mock. Inside this little black package right here, I have two figures that are absolutely incredible and I can't wait to show you. These were sent to me by a company named BrickCantina. You definitely need to go check them out. They have some incredible decaled stuff with some AV stuff and things like that. These are amazing figs, but without further ado, I think it's just about time I showed you. So of course these are two more Purge Troopers. Now these are special variants. One right here has this giant like electro baton sort of thing, and he has the grey capes. And then we'll have a look at the other one right here as well. And this one does indeed have black capes, which looks unreal. I love the way this figure is looking. It's looking so sick. We have this cool baton as well for him, but it's a slightly different one, and I love the way these figs look. I'll be incorporating these alongside my minifig customs ones, and I think these look amazing. So again, go check out BrickCantina. There'll be a link down below to their website and their Instagram page. They're a really good company and they sent me these amazing decaled figs. They look incredible. I really like the way they look and I can't wait to include these into KASHYYYK. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a lot of progress done since the last episode. I just came off the back of a little live stream, which was really good fun. We had a ton of people come along and it was great fun. So if you want to see extra sneak peeks to the mocks and see everything a little bit early, make sure to come along to those live streams. I do 1 or 2 a week and it's really good fun. I usually build the mock and maybe build a set as well in another stream. But yeah, you can see we've done loads and loads of progress over here. So we'll start off on the left hand side. This is pretty much as much as I'd done before, kind of like up to about here. Then you can see I basically added in this KASHYYYK Trooper helmet, which is just protruding out of the ground there, which looks pretty good. Some people were saying it kind of looks just like a stone or anything like that, so it's really well camouflaged in there, which looks really nice. And then I did all this foliage here as well, which I think looks really good. If you can see, there's another Easter egg in there, which is like a little chameleon hiding just there. But I think this looks really nice, and I'm really happy with the way this foliage is coming together. It's quite densely packed, which is what I wanted to do. I quite like having this sort of random dense foliage. I really like the way that looks. Then we have it sort of flowing into a more sparsely sort of populated area here with a lot less foliage in this center section. I really like the way this looks. It might be a little bit too flat, but I kind of like that. I don't know whether I like that or not, but I think it looks pretty good. I kind of like the way it looks. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Whether you think I should raise it up or anything like that. Then over here we do have a couple of extra pieces and sort of bushes and stuff like that, and I'll probably put another one just there. And then we're getting close to moving into where the ramp is, so I'm going to stop doing foliage and stuff like that sort of thing about here. I might have a little bit of sort of tiled off area here, but I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to see when it comes to that area there. But overall, pretty happy with what I managed to get done on that stream. I think it looks really good. So if I quickly add my prototype wall in here, you can see what it's going to look like a little bit more. So you can see we're going to have the foliage sort of like running up to the edge of it here, and then it will slope out, and then we'll get to the bit where the ramp is and stuff like that just down there. But I think this is looking really nice. I do hope to completely finish at least a few of these this week if the Bricklink orders arrive in time. I basically ordered all the pieces to cover up all these coloured pieces and make them all black, so that'll be really, really useful, and then we can have that all set in stone, and we can start to work on where everything's going to go on the second base plate and everything further back from that. So pretty good. Sorry about the mess, I've just come off the back of a live stream as I said before, but yeah, I think this is going to look really, really nice. Obviously it's not the biggest area of foliage, but I'm really happy with the way this is coming out. I kind of had an idea for a tree stump here, but I think I'm going to scrap that idea in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, not too sure yet, but we'll have to see. But overall, really happy with the amount of progress we got done on all this foliage. Okay, so I think it's a good time to interject and have a little look at this. I know we've had a lot of packages, but this one is an absolutely incredible one. So this is this package I was sent by FirestarToys, and you can see we have some pretty amazing stuff in here. We're going to start with this stuff here. Basically, we have a load of the Patrol Trooper arms, as well as a ton of the Stormtrooper arms. We're going to be adding this on probably in the next episode to all the figs and stuff, and we're going to get a load done there. So thank you so much for Firestar for sending me these. Again, my code will be at the bottom of the screen right here if you want to use these to pick up some amazing arms and upgrade all your figs. But then we'll have a little look at the other custom fig that they sent me right here. Again, we'll take a better look at this in the next episode, maybe a deeper dive into this fig, but it looks amazing. I might even do a little short video on this because it's a really, really nice Cal Kestis fig, of course. Has some really, really nice details on this fig, a crazy amount of printing. It's all custom printed on official Lego pieces. And again, same with the arms, they're all custom printed on official Lego arms, but this looks amazing. I think that hairpiece is really fitting. I think I will be getting a pink light up lightsaber for this guy. I think it'll be really, really awesome. So definitely stay tuned for that later in the series, but I think this is going to look really, really good in the mock. Once again, the mock won't actually be featuring the entire scene from Fallen Order. Like, I won't have the base in sort of tatters and stuff like that like we see in Fallen Order, but I do want to have an Easter egg where Cal Kestis and maybe the new BD1 fig that we should be getting in the summer will be sort of infiltrating the base, maybe in the background or something like that, because I think that'd be really cool. But with regards to the actual damage and stuff like that, you won't be seeing a tremendous amount of that on the actual base itself. But once again, amazing fig right here, but let's start to get some more progress done. I know there's been a ton of other stuff to happen in this episode so far, but I think it's just about time we get into some time lapses and do some building. Okay, so you can see I've raised up a load of that back section now, which is really, really nice. I've got everything at the right angle and the right widths and stuff like that. What I want to do is I want to have the ramp go from about here to here, basically because that leaves us with just enough space for one of these sections to go over here where this red brick is right here, because that'll mean it'll finish perfectly on the border between the two base plates. Otherwise I'd have a ton of trouble just sort of splitting it up between the base plates and stuff like that. But this way, with the ramp sort of like being that wide, it makes this just really easy and nice and easy to work on. So I'm about to head into another live stream, so I'm going to go do a ton of work on different stuff like this. I want to add some more snot areas in here and stuff like that, and then probably do a bit more terrain details and stuff like that. So it should be a good little live stream. I'll catch up with you and update you on some progress after I finished it. Okay, so this was a super productive stream. I hope you guys enjoy the small time lapse. I've condensed the about 2-hour stream down to about 1.5 minutes or so. So sit back and enjoy the time lapse. Okay, so that was a very productive live stream. You can see we did a ton of work of different snot things all around the side here. That's like a prototype for where the ramp's going to go. But yeah, you can see absolutely tons of work done on here. I kind of wanted to merge it basically and have like splatters of mud going all over the landing platforms. Basically, this is like a run of sort of like actual dark bluish grey terrain sort of stuff, more man-made stuff just along here. And you can see some details and some mud, different things like that splattered across there. I really like the way that's looking, and I think that's coming out really, really nicely. And then we sort of come over here and transition into like the actual landing pad itself, where I'm going to have the Imperial Troop transport parked. Obviously, all of this is very plain right now. That's very much sort of like just a sort of meant to be put there as a placeholder, but yeah, I'm going to have all this mud sort of splatting this way as well along here, so that's going to look really, really good. Of course, I did have to cap it off here like this with tiles, just because that's where the base plates end and go into the next one. But yeah, I did an absolute ton. I think we had like around here done last before I sort of streamed just then, and I did all of this area here, so that's really, really good. I'm really glad I did that. Thank you so much to Austria and BrickTime for donating on that live stream. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, had a ton of fun on that live stream. Thanks to everyone who came along, and yeah, can't wait to do more. And I'm really happy with the amount of progress we got done. For those wondering, all of these different pieces like this are just sort of like panels that are pushed in and basically wedged in there. You can see I carried on this technique here just to get the lines going this way, and then I wanted the lines coming this way as well, and then I also wanted the lines sort of to go along here, and I basically timed everything so it'd be perfectly accurate and stuff like that. So basically instead of just having all the bricks facing that way, we've actually got bricks facing that way and that way, just so the line where the tile is accurate on here on both sides, so it looks satisfying. And same thing goes over here as well and over here, so that's really good. I'm really happy I managed to get everything looking symmetrical but also quite messy at the same time, and I really like the way it's turning out. Okay, so just to finish off the episode, I thought I'd bring the mock over here and place it in the actual mock table and everything like that, and just see what everything's looking like. I'm really happy with the way this is looking now. I really am excited to get more work done, and I'm nearly finished the first base plate, which is actually fantastic. There's a few things holding me back, such as lights and stuff. I want to add some lights, but you can see now more accurately where that transport is going to fit, and I think that's going to look really, really nice there. But yeah, really loving the way this is coming together, and you can see it's actually raised up super high now, which is really nice, and I think that landing platform is going to look amazing once I get the second sort of base plate in. You can see there on the right hand side we have a sneak peek into tomorrow's video, which will be going over all of those FirestarToys arms that I was sent by FirestarToys. I really can't wait to show that video off to you guys. I think they look amazing, and I think they absolutely bring these figs to life, so definitely stay tuned for that one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and of course stay tuned for next week's episode, which will be coming out again on Saturday. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.